obviously Trey can go off at any point in time, but just it's a different outcome than Monday, his numbers. How much did the team kind of help to free him up tonight? What was their execution like on that end?
I mean, I thought that Trey was really, I don't think he shot the ball until, maybe 5-6 minutes into the first quarter, and, really was a motor and was moving it and then picking his spots and got to the rim. It's without focusing on any one guy. I did think he got tired late. The shots were short, and that's what happens when you play 40 minutes. That said, Keaton did a really good job when he came in as well. They've got some guards that we had a hard time staying in front of consistently, and it's hard when the ball's driven into the paint. It's hard to get rotations and get the shooters. And the thing that we have to, really be mindful of, are some of those things that we have more control over, whether it's getting back on defense. And those are consistent themes for us that I think we care about and we're working on. But when they have made runs, those are usually the things, not getting stops and them converting the other way. And that's, a collective thing.
Washington had that 36-point third quarter. Just what did you see from them? Was it more of just their offense, or was it kind of what you guys were maybe doing on defense?
Both. They've shot the ball, well against us. If you're shooting 42% from three, those were open shots. I thought when our offense sputtered, they were converting, and they run. They do a good job of that. So we need more in those situations. And, right now I just want to see us compete, and I thought we did that.
I know you mentioned Keaton, but what did you like when you had Keaton out there with Trey?
Well, there were certain matchups that were tough for us tonight. We had Zach guarding Jordan Poole. And then when Zach needed a blow, whether it's Jordan Poole or Carrington, and I thought, Keaton was able to really impact the game defensively. And then, for him we have confidence in him. He made got some clean looks and didn't hesitate and did some really good things.
One more for me, Coach, about Zach. We saw him get a little fiery out there today. Just talk about his toughness and how you're seeing that kind of grow with his game, his physicality as well.
Yeah, I think, he's so young that it's going to be less about his physique as it is about his mind. And, his body will catch up. That's something that, as you get older, anybody that, when you're 19 versus every year in this league, you have a chance to feel that and work at it and get stronger. But it's hard to work on, your willingness to mix it up when you need to. And that competitive spirit is something that we've seen from him. And the work ethic is something that we've seen from him. And it was good. We kept telling him, just keep shooting the ball. And eventually you're going to get more comfortable, and you're going to see the ball go in the basket. And that hasn't deterred him from doing other things. And that's, I think, a message for, all our guys, is that if something's not falling, your shot's not going in, you're not scoring, how can you impact winning? And I think that's one of the things that Zach is finding that. And he's not dwelling on some of the offensive things. He's throwing himself into other aspects of the game. And that shows a lot of maturity for a young guy.
Hey, Coach, I was just really curious about some of the matchups between, Onyeka and Valanciunas, or Clint and Valanciunas, and kind of what the benefits of, having either of them on a center like him can do for you guys. Well,
we matched at one point, Clint with Valanciunas, just with his size. O's got a level of strength that, he does a good job in those situations. You go back and look at, when he's guarded bigger centers in the league. So that's just something we feel game to game, and see where it lands. If one guy, matchups aren't going to always drive it, but there's something you're aware of, similar to what we're talking about with Keaton. Okay.